Hello dear students, in the previous session we have seen the concept of wave equation, the practical applications of wave equation. So from wave equation we have seen the general solution of wave equation using variable separable method, right? And using boundary conditions and initial condition we just arrived to a final solution. This is what we have discussed in the previous session. So now I would like to give you two problems which is as an assignment. You can solve those two problems using your problem number 1. The same concept will be involved here also. Only thing is there will be a difference with your initial condition, that's it. Okay. The second problem is utt is equal to c square uxx, 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to l, t is greater than or equal to 0. Here the boundary conditions are u of 0 comma t is equal to 0, u of l comma t is equal to 0. This is varying when t is greater than or equal to 0, and initial condition will be u of x comma 0 is equal to f of x, ut of x comma 0 is equal to 0, where x is in between 0 and l. Okay, so you can observe here, till applying the boundary condition the problem will remain the same. There is no change with your boundary condition. But when it comes to initial condition, you have a condition for u of x comma 0, that is f of x, but you don't have g of x. In the place of g of x you have 0 here. That means your bn value will be 0. You will not get the value for bn, you will get it as 0. Okay, this is a slight difference from your problem number 1. Similarly, you have one more problem. So for this you can write the solution very easily. I will write the final solution, you just solve it and write the final solution. Okay, so u of x comma t is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity sin n by x by l into a n cos c n by t by l. There will be no bn will be 0 here. So similarly the next problem is utt is equal to c square uxx, 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to l, t is greater than or equal to 0. The boundary condition remain as it is here also, but you have different initial condition, that is u of x comma 0 is 0 and ut of x comma 0 is g of x. Okay, this is your third problem. Here you can observe there is no f of x, we have only g of x. We have initial condition for g of x. So obviously your an value will be 0 here. You will be getting only bn, right? So this part of the solution is same, but this will become 0. You will get bn value here. Okay, so solve these two problems. Let's move to next problem now. The problem statement says that find the displacement of the string at any point x is equal to 0 at time t satisfying the equation utt is equal to c square uxx. This is nothing but my wave equation. Okay, so your x is varying from 0 to l here, t is greater than or equal to 0. This equation is subjected to a boundary condition as well as to an initial condition. The boundary condition is u of 0 comma t is equal to 0, u of 3a comma t is equal to 0, t is greater than 0. So that means the condition is varying from 0 to 3a, right? So we have initial condition, that is u of x comma 0 is equal to epsilon x by a, epsilon 3a minus 2x by a, and epsilon x minus 3a by a. Here these three values varying from 0 to a to 2a and 2a to 3a. This is how your initial condition is varying, okay. And the derivative part will be 0, that is ut of x comma 0 is equal to 0. So now you can observe boundary condition as well as initial condition, both are very different from your previous problems, isn't it? But the solving procedure remains the same. So now first let us directly consider the solution of the problem. The solution of the problem will be u of x comma t is equal to summation n is equal to 1 to infinity sin n by x by 3a into an cos n by c by 3a into t. Since the derivative of u is 0 in your initial condition, obviously there will be no bn term, only an term will occur, right? So this will be the final solution. You can observe here we have used 3a, right? In the first problem it was L because the condition was varying from 0 to L there. Here the condition is varying from 0 to 3a. If you solve, you will get to know the procedure remains the same, only the boundary condition is changing, so you will be getting 3a here. Okay, so now what I have to do, I should use this initial conditions in order to find the value of an and bn, right? Sorry, there is no bn, so I have to find out only an. Let's solve this further. So from this equation we can say that an is equal to 2 by L 0 to 3a f of xi sin n pi xi by 3a into d xi. Why I am writing in this way? Because here we know that an is a half range sine series. From that the value of an will be in this form, right? So now in the place of L we should write 3a, right? Because the condition is from 0 to 3a. So an is equal to 2 by 3a integral 0 to 3a f of xi sin n pi xi by 3a into d xi. Here what I should do, since I have three conditions for 0 to 3a, that means there is a partition in an interval 0 to 3a. We have different condition from 0 to a and from a to 2a and 2a to 3a. So I have to split my integral. For different partition the value of f of xi changes, right? So I can write this as 2 by 3a into 0 to a f of xi sin n pi xi by 3a into d xi plus a to 2a f of xi sin n pi xi by 3a into d xi plus 2a to 3a f of xi sin n pi xi by 3a into d xi, right? We just splitted our integral since we have three partitions with our interval, right? So now we know the value of f of xi. So from 0 to a f of xi is xi epsilon, in the place of x we will write xi, right? Epsilon xi by a. From a to 2a it is epsilon 3a minus 2 xi by a, and for 2a to 3a it is epsilon xi minus 3a by a. So now you can observe here from 0 to a it is epsilon xi by a, from a to 2a it is epsilon 3a minus 2 xi by a, and from 2a to 3a it is epsilon xi minus 3a by a, right? So substitute the values of f of xi in this integral and integrate using integration by parts method, or you can use the Bernoulli's principle. Okay, so after integrating you have to substitute the limits from 0 to a to 2a and 2a to 3a. So substitute the limits, simplify all the terms. After simplification you will be getting the value of an. Okay, so this is the value of an for the given initial condition. Here if n is odd and equal to 2m minus 1, then an will be equal to 0. If n is odd means if you give values to your m, that is 1, if 2 into 1 minus 1 you will be getting 1, 2 into 2 minus 1 you will be getting 3. That means for all the odd values your an become 0. Why it will become 0? Because here you have minus 1 whole power n, right? For odd numbers this term will become 0. 0 into anything is 0. Similarly, if n is even, then if n is even means you will express that as 2m. For those values you will be getting the values, right? So if this is even, 1 plus 1 it will become 2. So 2 into 18 epsilon by 4 m square pi square into sine 2m pi by 3. After simplifying this you will be getting 9 epsilon by m square pi square sine 2m pi by 3, right? So now what we will do is we will substitute this value in your equation number 1. Here I have to substitute for an. So if you substitute here you will be getting the final solution, that is u of x comma t is equal to summation m is equal to 1 to infinity 9 epsilon by m square pi square into sine 2m pi by 3 sine m pi x by 3a into cos m pi ct by 3a. Okay, this is the final solution. This is how you can solve your wave equation using variable separable method irrespective of your boundary condition as well as your initial condition. I hope the concepts are clear. Let's move to some more topics in the next session. Thank you.